Your light illuminates their imperfections, hence their attempts to dull your shine. Light 'em up.
They threw dirt on my name and flowers grew right out the brown soil. My vision's clear as glass, the robe is purple satin plus the crown's royal. Allow me to give you a demonstration. Holding your breath waiting for me to fail only brings hyperventilation. See, I'm a soldier that's ready for any situation. So me and life double dated my trials and tribulations. Won't be remembered for not speaking out. I Google map my whole approach, so I chose not to take the peaceful route. I promise I can't make this shit up. I shed a tear then used the mic stand to hold my chin up. They plot and strategize on different ways to make me give up. That's easier said than done, like a woman that's 9 months pregnant doing sit-ups. Yeah, I read the book of life, defeat was never in my story. Just brutal fights on the battlefield is bloody and gory. Showing off is a fool's idea of glory. Call me foolish, then in the clutch I make them drop like I was Robert Ory. See, in this world you gotta sink or swim. Boy, I'm a legend, when I die my presence never will be felt again. This greatness rare, but see I kept it in. Isolation in the demons, guardian angels been my only friend. I've been at war with myself in silence. Had a mental malfunction, forced to go into hiding. But
I hope
powerless
you
like
watch it right now, because then you're gonna understand whoever get in my way, I'm a dog walk their ass.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Big Mike Raider. And you guys already know what we're here for, man. We got some things to talk about. We got some acquisitions we need to talk about. Jamal Adams is a Raider. Are we excited? There's a poll in the chat. Go ahead and check out the poll. Are we excited? Are we not excited? Are we kind of like whatever about it? Go check out the poll. We got some other things going on. We got some other acquisitions, some camp bodies that we brought in. And then we're going to talk about Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll had a lot of things to say at his press conference today. We're going to get into a lot of those things. Got me excited, got me ready to run through a wall, and I had to get my word in with you guys, man. But before we get things started, man, we got 24 in the building. We're going to let this thing warm up. I need for you guys to like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Big Mike Raider. Shout out to the chat, man. We got Ant in the building, man. What's going on, bro? We got Carlos in Fuego in the building. Salute to Big Mike Raider. You already know, man. Hey, and we got Thor in the building, president and founder of the Raider Nation Drinking Club. I can proudly say I'm part of the Raider Nation Drinking Club. Shout out to Thor, man. Raiders, you guys already know, man. Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the support. We got Huey P in the building. Let's see who else we got. We got James Bowles in the building. Lecky in the building. DeMarcus Webb. We got 23 right now, man. We're going to let this thing warm up a little bit. I do want to share some things with you. Guys, I want to say this, guys. Rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne. Passed away, 76 years old. Didn't really listen to much of his music, but he was a Raider fan. That's what I heard. Prince of Darkness, that kind of stuff, man. So, from one Raider fan to another, rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne and his family, man. But I do want to share this with you guys, man. I had a heart-to-heart with some ShieldMore members, man. And long story short, I want to let you guys know that Big Mike is here. We're going to be doing a lot more shows, man. We're going to be a lot more interactive. I want you guys to get used to this face right here, man, because we're here to stay. Talking Raiders is a dream of mine, man. I've been doing this this is my third season starting up right now. I've been kind of like part-time with this thing, and I can give as much as I can give. But I will tell you this, we're going to ramp it up a lot more this year. I got some goals that I'm trying to meet, and things are going to be changing within the next year or so. I'm hoping to step it up a little bit more, but I need you guys' support, man. I need to get to 3K. And then once we get to that 5K mark, I got some special things going on. We're going to do a giveaway, jersey giveaway. Stay tuned, man. But it's more important for you guys to share with your folks and get this thing up to 5K soon. I would like to get to 3K before the season starts, man, but you know what? I can't do it without you guys. I need you guys' support. hook it up for your boy, man. Let's check out the chat, man. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. Shout out to Billy Davis. So what up, Raider Nation chat? Big Mike, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. We got Raider Fresh in the building. What up, Large Michael Pirate? Arr. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, sir. You're 100% official. You already know, man. I think me and Graf still got the record. I don't know. You can confirm that with me, man. Let me see. We got Ben Bad in the building. Big Mike, Angry Raider, and the numero uno pillager. You already know, man. Hey, appreciate you. Thanks for the support, man. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling down, man. We got some things to talk about, but I got to acknowledge you guys before we get rolling. We got Egalitarian 207 in the building, man. Let's see who else we got, man. Let's see. All right, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We got 23. We're going to let this thing warm up a little bit. But you know what? Actually, let's get started, man. Let's get started. So, the Raiders did some things today, man. They did a lot of things. They did some roster moves, a lot of roster moves today, kind of an eye-opener, right? And we're going to talk about those roster moves. They signed the following players today: Jamal Adams, Philip Dorsett, kind of his second go-around with us. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was last season. We had Philip Dorsett in the building for a little bit. We're going to talk about him just a little bit. Antonio Mafi, former fifth-round pick from the New England Patriots, went over to the Colts. Kind of had a shaky start of his career. He's in his third season right now. He's looking to make kind of a resurgence with his career, and we'll get to some of those things and how he can do that. And then Seth Williams and then JT Woods looking to make a name for himself, particularly in special teams and trying to make that 53. We also waived the following players: Zachary Franklin, Keyshawn Smith, Jalen Walker, and kind of our favorite coming up to this point, Mello Dotson. Now, I was really hoping to see what Mello Dotson could bring to the table. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see that. I hope that he goes and lands elsewhere and makes a name for himself. He just doesn't fit what Pete Carroll is trying to cook up over here culture-wise. And I wish him the best. I wish all four of them the best. But those are the roster moves. Let's talk about Jamal Adams, guys. Jamal Adams, one of those guys that we can kind of get excited about, right? He's that big name. Everybody's like, yeah, Jamal Adams, how does he fit? What is it? How's it going to work, right? Well, let's check out some of his scores, right? And in 2024, didn't really play much. And under Pete Carroll in 2023, he had 40 solo tackles, 7 pressures, and 28 receptions allowed, which was 22nd out of 174 strong safeties. Pass rush grade, 8th out of all 174 safeties, 85.5. So he can get after the quarterback. He can do some special things. Now the thing is with him is injuries. Injuries. Are we going to have to worry about him with injuries? Does he want is his head in the game, right? Is being with Pete Carroll going to spark some sort of intensity and bring back that Jamal Adams that we used to see in 2018, 2019 when he was with the Jets? It would be great to see that. I think personally he's going to be more of a camp body, more of a competition guy. We got a solid secondary, guys. We got Jeremy Chin. We got Isaiah Polamalu. We got a full gambit of safeties. Our young guys, Trey Taylor. Chris Smith has something to say. So, it's not a lock for Jamal Adams to make this team. And I would say this is kind of his last resort. Not last resort, but it's more of like a, hey, if you can't do it now, where are you going to do it? He will land with another team, but if he's trying to really get some substantial playing time and not be on the bench, he's going to have to really show something special here. He's likely not going to be a starter, but if he can come in and be that, maybe a nickel safety, in a big nickel type of situation, put him in special scenarios, and he's willing to take a role as such, then I think we got something special. But I want to hear what you guys think about Jamal Adams becoming a Raider. I would say that this was like 5 years ago, I'd be very excited. As of right now, I'm kind of like, okay, this is a camp body almost. He's going to be fighting for 53. But it will be exciting to see what he can bring to the table. I put him in that same box as a as our linebacker that we picked up. A couple of linebackers that we picked up that I can't think of their names right now, but a couple of the linebackers that we picked up, you guys know who I'm talking about. Those guys that slip in my mind. I really can't, but guys that really had their best days before them in 2018, 2019, and 2020, and kind of trying to make that resurgence, trying to get that last, that second win type of deal. He's in that kind of box. And I'm hoping that, all the guys that we did get that kind of fit into that mold, fit into that criteria, I hope that they all do well. Because if that's the case, we got ourselves a special defense. But we'll see. I want to hear what you guys think about it, man. Let me see. Devin White, man. Why couldn't I think of that dude's name? Devin White and Jalen Smith. Those two guys. I couldn't think of his name, but thanks, guys. I'm really bad with names half the damn time in real life. So, but I appreciate it. Huey P says couldn't share it on my IG page earlier. Hey, it's all good, bro. Hey, just I'm glad you're here, man. Check out the story on IG. I have it posted right now. So if you want to check it out, if you want to share it with folks, go ahead and do that, man. I appreciate you, man. Thor says, nah, it was a cat on the Raider Crew stash record. Oh, man, Raider Rob. All right, man. All right. Well, I did hold the record for a little bit. I can say that. Ben Bad, in my opinion, I think he's more to show the young way of Pete. Yeah, I think he's going to be like a good veteran presence, which is very we don't have enough of those guys, to be honest with you, especially on that defense, especially with guys who are really accustomed to what Pete Carroll does and what he brings to the table. I think it's a good fit. Now, hopefully he's here to stay for the rest of the season and kind of show the ropes of what to expect, intensity in practice and things like that. I hope that he does fit in that sort of manner, and I hope that we do see him make an impact on this team. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We got Ron Justice in the building. Thanks for popping in, man. And he says, man, yeah, it's kind of a man move. I don't blame you. It's kind of tough to get excited when you know that this guy's, best games, best performances is behind him at this point. So, and shout out to you guys saying Devin White, man. I appreciate you guys. I had a brain fart on that one. We only need them short term to help the kids. Yeah, I think so. It's going to be a 1-year deal. We'll see if he makes the team. My gut feeling is that he'll stay. He'll make the team. But we'll see. We'll see. We got Demokes in the building too. Hey, shout out to Demokes. Thanks for popping in, man. Troy Gill says, what up, Big Mike? And what do you think about signing today and players that were released? Man, I was really hurting about Melo Dotson. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I thought that he could make an impact and make this 53. I guess it wasn't a fit, but I'm hoping, like I said, he lands somewhere else and does special things elsewhere, man. But I was a little bit bummed about that. The rest of the guys that we did pick up seem to be camp bodies, iron sharpen iron, especially on that lower part of the roster right there that are fighting to make that team. Just a little bit of competition. Pete, how he wants to compete and he wants to bring the best players and bring the best out of the players he does have, especially those youngsters too. So I think these type of moves that we did bring in is more of a camp competition type of deal. Even a Jamal Adams, he could be that camp competition for the first string guys, a good look for the defense as well. I mean, for the offense as well. As well as kind of being that veteran presence. So that's what I think about those signings today. But we'll see, man. It'll be exciting to see all the guys that we got. The Jalen Smiths, the Devin Whites, those guys that we brought in to kind of bring a resurgence to their careers. They actually play to their highest level that we've seen them play in years past. That would be great to see. But I'm not counting on it. We do got a lot of veteran presence in each level of the defense, which I'm excited about, which can also help these youngsters too. So that's really what matters to me, man, kind of sharpening those youngsters. Shout out to Lord Buddy Bear. Who goes to the bench, Chin or Polamalu? Neither. I think those are still going to be the ironclad starters. I think those guys are still going to be starting. Jamal Adams is a special, in certain situations, maybe in a rotational type of situation, maybe you put him in as a big nickel. He's very versatile. He likes to play in the box. You can have him at strong safety, kind of move him in. Maybe he can act as a nickel corner / safety type of deal. You kind of have a big safety look. Patrick Graham likes to, really mix things up on defense. So I could see a scenario where you have all three of them out on the field, especially because, you kind of have a Jamal Adams who likes to get down and dirty. He likes to hit. He can get after the quarterback as well. You can have him act as that type of linebacker in a certain situation, and you can send him on a blitz. Special situations, I think that we'll be seeing him. I don't think he's going to start, though. I think Chin and Polamalu, those are their spots. And if he outperforms them, then shoot, I'll be proven wrong. But I think that Polamalu and Jeremy Chin is the starters, ironclad starters for sure, man. Let's see. Shout out to Thor. He says, Big Mike, are you going to the Raider bonfire at Boca Chica Saturday? No, I'm not. I just heard about it. Man, you got to keep me updated on these events, man. I want to come through. A Vegas trip or just a short trip is, I can do that, man. But, I kind of had some plans this weekend, man. But let me know, man. Let me know. I want to make it to Vegas at some point. I gotta check in with you, man. Let's see. Ben Bass says, I'm sure he's on the cheap. Yeah, I would hope that it was like a 1 year, couple $1 million or something like that. Probably even less. We'll see. Let me see. Hey, whoever's going to the bonfire on Saturday, come get initiated and get drunk with us. Go check out Thor at the bonfire, man. If you guys are interested in that, man, and become a member of the Raider Nation Drinking Club. Let's see. Shout out to Demokes in the building. Let's see what we got here, man. It's hard to remember when you're sitting on your brain. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Ron Justice's practice squad. Jamal Adams? There's no way. They will cut him before he makes the practice squad. But there's going to be some good, solid players that are going to be on the practice squad, man. Especially at the linebacker position. We can see like a Cody Lindenberg being on the practice squad. We can see, maybe Chris Smith on the practice squad. We can see, here's a bold take. Maybe we see Zamir White on the practice squad if we want to stash him, right? Because I think that, we got, Mostert, of course, Genty, of course, those are going to be the 1-2 punch right there. Sincere McCormick he's going to have his say in what's going to happen. And then you got Dylan Lobby, maybe a special teams guy, maybe, and hey, maybe Zamir White is going to be on that practice squad. I don't know, man. It's a bold take. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's true or not. But it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, right? Demoke says, not gonna lie, our defense looking like the Expendables. Right. Yeah, that's true, man. I saw something on X. I don't know if you guys saw that old commercial where it's like Jerry Rice and Dan Marino and all those guys are like suiting up, but they're like current day. So they look all old, but they're in their old uniforms and stuff. That's kind of like part of what the defense is looking like right now. Hopefully we get some good performances and kind of a second win and a resurgence from those guys, man. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Shout out to Guts. Big Mike Graff wasted the holy trinity of Raiders content. Hey, man, you can't leave out my guy Hammer, man. We're the Fantastic Four. We're ShieldMore, man. You got to throw in Hammer as well, man. Hammer put on a great show on Sunday, that interview with Dylan Lobby, if you haven't checked it out. And he does great work, as far as, visuals, graphics. He does his call-in show, which I might want to bite down the line if he doesn't mind. I'm going to have to talk to him about that one. But, hey, you can't forget Hammer as well, man. Hammer does some great work, man. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the compliment. Let's see. Ben Bass says MVP incoming. I don't who is this, man? Let's go. All right, man. All right. Let me see. Oh, we got Graph in the building. Thanks for popping in, bro. Thanks for the support and thanks for the talk yesterday, man. It meant a lot, man. I was at the gym and I was getting some work in and we were talking like about 30, 45 minutes, man. Little heart to heart, man. So yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see. Bosa Chica. Oh, yeah, that's why it sounds familiar. Huntington Beach. Bro, that's man, I wish I knew, man, because that's like right around the corner. That's not too far from where I'm at. But yeah, I got some things. I already got some prior engagements on Saturday and Sunday. So man, I can't make it. Dang. I wish I knew earlier, bro. Yeah, we got Graph in the building, man. Oh, Mello. I mean, unless he clears waivers, like he goes through a whole waiver wire and nobody picks him up. Maybe he comes back on the practice squad. Maybe he comes back and yeah, maybe who knows, man. We'll see, man. Let's see. Demoke said, yeah, seen that commercial. Yeah, that's kind of our defense right now, man. And of course, man, we always bring that fire content. I suck at saying that, bro. My voice don't work that way. But you guys get it, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Graph, man. Man, I can't say that, man. You guys, I'll leave that to y'all. I'll just crack the jokes, man. Yeah, man. Let's see what we got here, man. Who else we got? Ben Bad says Bosa was my hangout back in the 60s. Used to be called Tin Can Beach. Wow. Okay. Dang, in the 60s, huh? All right, man. Hey, you might have to make a little reunion. There's something going on. A little Raiders gathering, man. Go see Thor and become a member of the Raider Nation Drinking Club, man. Go ahead and check it out. Salute to Big Mike Raider. Shout out to Rick Rock, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. Let's see. We got Orlando Padilla in the building, man. I haven't seen Orlando Padilla in I can't remember how long, man. Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. It's been a while, man. I hope everything's good on your end, bro. We got Alec M. Jamal Adams a backup right now. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna see him in some way or fashion at some point. But you're right. I think you're right. Ben Bassett, it's Demokes. He's MVP. Demokes MVP incoming. I don't know. Shout out to the Demokes, man. Let me see. Alec M. He says, hopefully Adams can stay healthy and show something. Yeah, me too, man. I'm hoping for the best with that one, but we'll see, man. And of course, Ricky Two Toes. Raiders. You guys already know. Man. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. And I think I'll get you guys more hype when we get into the Pete Carroll stuff. Let me see. That's a good question. Lord Buddy Bear says, are we rolling with Darnay Holmes at the starting nickel? It's starting to look like it. I don't know how I feel about it. That's going to be interesting thing to watch throughout camp, even during the preseason, in the preseason games. Who's going to come out as that nickel? Who's going to be at the top of that depth chart at that position? And it'll be interesting to see. We'll see. We're going to find out in a few weeks. But if I had to guess, I would think Darnay Holmes is going to be that guy at that nickel position as of right now. But it's a long road ahead, man. We'll see. I was in Cali a few months. Oh, man. Oh, you're in Sacktown. Okay. Yeah, that's a little far from me, man. About 8 hours from where I'm at. Let me see. And a big salute to the Silver and Black Raider Nation family, man. Hey, welcome here, man. And guys, if you guys want to be a member of the Big Mike Raider fleet, man, the link is at the top of the chat. Go ahead and check it out. Become a member of the Big Mike Raider fleet. And welcome aboard in advance, man. Go ahead and check it out, man. If you guys want to show some support, show some love, man. And we got some things coming along that we're going to be doing later on in the season, man. So go ahead and become a member if you guys are interested in doing so. Let me see. Bring in Pratt's bro Hilton to the team. Yeah, I think we're not done with bringing in some guys, but we'll see. So let's talk about another guy that we brought in, right? We already talked about Jamal Adams. His best years were in the 2018-2019 season when he was with the Jets. Ever since then, he's been kind of struggling to find his way, right? Another guy that they brought in was JT Woods. Now, he hasn't really done much in his career. To me, I think he's going to be a a special teams guy. He's going to try to fight for a special team spot. Look out for JT Woods to try to make the squad as a gunner at some point. Go ahead and check that out. Keep an eye on that during the preseason. JT Woods, that's the guy we also brought in. Another guy that was one of my favorite guys. He was actually pretty close to making my 30 days, 30 prospects in 2023. It's Antonio Mafi from UCLA. He got drafted by the Patriots in the 5th round. Didn't really get much playing time, and then he went over to the Colts in last year. Now in 2023, Mafi had struggled really bad as a rookie. His overall PFF grade was 32.3, guys, 134th out of 136 guards. His pass blocking grade is 27.7, real low, 125th out of 136 guards who were graded. And his run blocking grade is 39.9, 131st out of 136 guards. In 458 snaps played with the Patriots, he had 7 penalties and 5 sacks allowed, man. So this is absolutely a guy who's trying to find a resurgence with his career. Now, am I going to count him out? I'm not going to be the guy to count him out, man. This is a guy who's in his 3rd year of his season. He was pretty much put into a bad position, especially with that Patriots team in 2023, where he really couldn't find his ground, struggling to, as a part-time guy, going in there, getting some real reps and struggling in the process, right? He didn't really get many snaps with the Colts last year. They let him walk, and now he's looking for a career resurgence with the Raiders. I think that under Pete Carroll and the rest of the guys around him, the competition and the change of scenery can be a positive for him. Now, am I saying is he going to make the squad? I don't think he will. But let him compete. He's his 3rd year. Maybe we got a diamond in the rough. It's a possibility. What do you guys think about Antonio Mafi becoming a member of the Raiders today? I want to hear what you guys have to say about that one. It's a camp body. It's competition. And upside is, it's his 3rd year. Maybe he finds a stride and he finds the system that works for him with the Raiders. So we'll see, man. I'm wishing Mafi the best, man. He's had a tough career his first 2 seasons. We'll see if he can do that. JT got that speed, 4.36. So, yeah, he's going to be definitely competing as a gunner. He's going to be competing as, maybe he returns punts, kicks, things like that. He's going to really try to make a name for himself in the special teams department. So we'll see, man. Hopefully he gets things done, man. Shout out to Party Artie. What do you think about more wide receiver help? I think we're set at wide receiver, man, to be honest with you. Let's really think about it, man. We got 2 young rookie wide receivers, Jack Besh, who a lot of people really have high praise for him, right? High promise. Even when he wasn't paid, he was still in the building. He seems really dedicated. Seems like he fits into what the culture that Pete Carroll's trying to bring in. And then you got Dante Thornton, who's been turning heads since day one, right? So those are your 2 rookies that are really trying to make a name for himself. Maybe you got to steal in those 2 guys. And then you got to talk about Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers, people still sleeping on him. He had a 1,000-yard season. Now I know it was, a lot of it was under garbage time, but he was our number 1 receiver all last season, and he did well. And then you got 2 really good pass catching tight ends. 3 if you really want to count Ian Thomas, right? We got a bevy of weapons at the pass catching, whether it's a receiver or a tight end. We have a lot of weapons, right? And then you got Trey Tucker, he's going to have something to say for he's looking like he's probably going to be that number 4 receiver, but he might have something to say about that, right? This is a guy who is a home run threat when he wants to be. He comes in great shape. Dude looks like a running back now. Dude is like yacked. So it's like, do we need to bring in another guy? I don't think we do. I like the youngsters that we do have. I like what we have rolling right here. Brock Bowers is a stud. He's going to be the number 1 target, and we kind of move the offense moves to, what Brock Bowers dictates, because he's going to be bracketed. He's going to be getting all the coverage and all the looks. So, the the rest of these receivers are going to eat because of that, right? And not to mention, right, we got a 1-2 punch at running back with Ashton Genty, who can catch the ball out of the backfield. Contrary to people's beliefs, man, this guy can catch out of the backfield, and you got Raheem Mostert, who can also do the same. So I think we got enough weapons on offense. I don't think we need to bring another receiver or another weapon on offense like that. I think we're set on there. Let's kind of gel what we already have. That's what I think, man. I would like to know what you think, man. Let me know. Alec M says, I don't see Mafi making the team at this moment, really. Yeah, I think it's a good good competition at this point. I think that's what we'll see from him at the very least. I hope that he does, man, because in that case, then we got a third-year guy who will bring us some good depth at the very least, right? I hope he does find his way. But we'll see in the preseason what he brings to the table. Shout out to One Mondo Reyes 8. Yo, what's with the Big Mike Raiders? Shout out to you, man. Mondo Reyes in the building. Let me see. We got Orlando Padilla. What kind of defense will the Raiders play this upcoming season? It's a typical, Patrick Graham type of defense. Hopefully we can fix that coverage in the middle that we saw last year. That was a big hole, right? He likes to run that 4-2-5. He likes to run the nickel a lot. He said he's very versatile. We saw a lot of odd men fronts, and almost like a bear front almost. We saw some exotic looks. So I think we see more of the same. I think a little bit of difference that we might see is that we might see some big nickel because we got Jamal Adams. Maybe we do have 3 safeties out there in some way or fashion, whether it's Jeremy Chin or Jamal Adams kind of moving up as that linebacker in some certain looks / safety. We'll see. But we're gonna see a lot of exotic looks like we saw last year. Hopefully the coverage in the middle is improved, especially with a guy like Landon Roberts, a guy like Jermaine Pratt, and the rest of those linebackers. Hopefully we have some improved coverage from our linebackers this year. But more of the same that we've seen in previous years, man. Hopefully with some wrinkles and better execution for sure, man. Alec M says, Dorsett seems like we're shopping at Walmart discount bin for a vet. Yeah, and he's going to be another camp body, as we're talking about Philip Dorsett, right? He was with the Raiders. He tried out with the Raiders. I don't think did he make the team? I don't think he made the team. He was a surprise cut. I think it was last year, a couple years ago. He didn't make it, but he's getting his second tryout with the Raiders. We'll see if he contributes. His best season was in 2016, where he had 33 receptions, 528 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So at this point, he's going to be a special teams guy. He's going to be fighting for that number 6 receiver spot. I'm assuming that we're going to be keeping 6 receivers. He's going to be fighting for that number 6 receiver, but we'll see. But he's definitely a camp body, somebody that is going to come in and compete for sure. Shout out to AKA Freddie B. How do you feel about getting the tight end the Seahawks cut? I think we're set at tight end, man. I think Noah Fant, I think you talk about Noah Fant. He just got cut by the Seahawks. I think that we're set at tight end. We got Brock Bowers, you guys know. Michael Mayer, he has something to prove, right? He's been on the trade block, trade rumors, all this stuff. He's still here to stay. And then Ian Thomas as our third tight end. I think that's good enough, man. I don't think we need to take a look at any more tight ends at this point. But we'll see. Raider Ryan, salute to the nation and salute to Big Mike Raider. You are always very well informed and always keep it real. No smoke. Great breakdown. Hey, I do my best, man. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate everybody's support, man. Like I said, man, we're going to be ramping this thing up a lot more this season. You're going to be seeing a lot more of me. Me and Grav got some things cooked up. We're going to be doing a weekly show, so stay tuned for that one. And hey, I need you guys' support. Make sure you guys share with your folks. Let's get this thing rolling, man. And I got some special things for you guys. Just show some support, man. And I promise that I'll deliver every time, man. I promise you that one. Let's see. Shout out to Ben Bad. Yo, wait, hold on. Ben Bad. Yo, this dude. Oh, Bevy, you've been hanging with the Gout King. Yeah, I had to, go in the thesaurus for that one, man. Shout out to Wasted, man. Which watch Seahawks games from their Super Bowl year. That's the defense I'm thinking. That would be great. That would be great. We'll see. We'll see, man. I'm hoping that they bring the intensity of that Seahawks defense, man. I just want to see some intensity from the defense, man. But the preseason will tell the story, man, and the camp will tell the story. When writing's on the wall, believe it. So if things are going well in camp, just like last year when things were pretty shitty in camp, well, we saw what happened. So if things go well in camp, you guys know what to believe, right? After this year, PG will be a head coach. Yeah, absolutely. He should have been a coach this year, man. Shout out to Jay Raider reposting the stream, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support, man. And that's all I need, man. Hey, share it with your folks. Share it on your social. Share it across all platforms if you can, man. I appreciate you guys. Let's see. Seth Williams likely looking at trying to make a team on special teams as well. Yeah, I think so too. He's going to be a special teams guy. We got a lot of guys that are going to be fighting for that 53, right? Yeah, definitely, man. I agree with you. Shout out to Rick Rock. Raiders is in the building, man. Just Raiders is in the building. Glad to see you live, man. Hey, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me over here, man. You're going to see me a lot more. I promise you that. Alec M., I think the defense will bring it. Let's see a good camp. That's all I care about. Good camp and a healthy camp. Last year, camp wasn't great, and we got out of there really banged up. We lost Malcolm Kuntz really early, and then you saw the dominoes just kind of fall from that point, right? As far as the defense goes, we lost Ja'Corian Bennett. We lost Max Crosby. He wasn't at 100%. We lost a lot of guys from injury to injury in that situation. So I'm hoping that this time around we can avoid the injury bug and we come out still with that same intensity. Shout out to Low Life Rev, a member of the Big Mike Raider fleet. Big Mike, what up? And Raider Nation. Hey, thanks for popping in. And thank you for becoming a member, man. I appreciate you. And guys, links at the top, man. If you guys want to become a member, man, go ahead and check it out and become a member of the Big Mike Raider fleet. Let's see. You heard Pete's conference. He said his new bunch is better than the Legion of. Yeah, I mean, he said it was more athletic. He has some big athletic guys, right? And he's excited for that, but they're young, so they got to be coached up. So I'm not going to say they're going to be better than Legion of Boom, guys. Like he said that they're more athletic and bigger, and this is probably one of the more athletic. He said he's one of the most athletic teams that he's coached ever, he says. So that's exciting. But you still got to perform out on the field, and those are some big shoes to fill, being Legion of Boom. So let's pump our brakes just a little bit, but we can still be excited. I'm not expecting Legion of Boom, but we can say a Legion of Boom. I like that one right there, man. And shout out to Mondo Reyes. That's a good one right there. You see Quentin Jefferson in for visit. Yeah. Looking to make a second time go round, right? Quentin Jefferson. And that's a guy that I was looking at in free agency for us to kind of come in and fill in for a spot and even compete for a 53 and fill in for Christian Wilkins until he comes back, right? When he was a Raider, he did well. I really liked when Quentin Jefferson was on this team. I thought he played very well. I would love to see him back in the silver and black in some way or fashion, man, and competing for a 53, man. That would be great. Shout out to Ben Bass. Don't pop my bubble, man. Hey, I know the hopium's at a premium, man, but we don't want you to overdose, man. I'm just trying to help you out. Shout out to Matt Marinovich. Pete is going to coach up the new DBs. Chin has some lot in him. Yeah. I like Jeremy Chin. I think it was an upgrade from what we did have. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We're going to see real soon. The pads are going to be talking in very soon, man. But guys, let's talk about the Pete Carroll press conference. He said some good things, man. He talked a lot about his philosophy, taking that year off and kind of recharging and bringing in a new philosophy, that buy-in and sell-out mentality that he does bring to the table. He had a lot to praise about the tight ends. He had a lot of praise about the team in general, about their athleticism. And there's some things that I want to share with you guys, and it's going to get you guys excited. Let's get to the first clip and let's talk about it, man. Let's see.
Seattle with practice and training camp and USC, but what is like a competition Wednesday and things that you like to do, from a training camp perspective? How does that translate over to here, and how do you see that looking here?
You either have a philosophy or you don't, and we got one. We got beliefs, and principles that guide us. And so I'm not altering those much. I'm staying true to what we know and what's been successful for us. And everything's always moving and adapting to some extent, and the people make it different. But the expectations and the standards that we're setting are going to be as high as we can make it, and that's how we've always done that. And so we're going to take it as far as we can, as quickly as we can, and we'll see what that means.
So you guys heard it, right? One thing that he did say was about the team's identity, right? And one thing I can say about the Raiders for the last few years is that they've been missing an identity. One thing I'm really excited about under Pete Carroll is that he's going to bring a special type of identity, an identity we haven't seen from a Raiders team in quite a while. He already had me excited just off of that, just that itself, man, just having that identity and establishing something that we haven't seen in a while, right? The last time we've had an identity was under John Gruden, and the identity was, tough, hard-nosed, old-school type of football, right? But I think under Pete Carroll, we kind of bring in ourselves into the 21st century, and we're going to establish ourselves with an identity, right? Because I believe that Pete Carroll is going to be here to stay for at least 3 years. I know this isn't a one-and-done situation like we've seen with Josh McDaniels, Antonio Pierce. Even you could throw a guy in like Rich Bisaccia. We could see that we're starting to form, we're going to form an identity, right? And especially it's going to be good to see these youngsters kind of adapt that mentality and learn that winning culture that we haven't seen in quite a while. So I'm excited with that one. Let's get to the next one right here. Let's check it out, y'all.
In Seattle with practice and training camp and USC, but what is like a competition Wednesday and things that you like to do, from a training camp perspective? How does that translate over to here, and how do you see that looking here?
You either have a philosophy or you don't,
we already checked that one out. Let me remove that one. My bad, y'all. We already checked that one. All right. Here's the next.
An active observer last year, rather than being where you are right now. What does this mean to you that you're back again?
That's good.
That you're back in this role.
Well, I don't know how clearly I've stated it to you, but last year was really valuable to me, and I'll say it again that the perspective that you have as when you're in the middle of it is different than when you can step away. And the opportunity for clarity, like I probably said, it was so obvious to me. So I saw things differently, and I felt like I learned a lot of things and took in a lot, and have altered my expectations of what we're able to do and how we need to go about getting better and doing things more proficiently in all areas. And so it was a really important year. I mean, it's valuable for anybody, but you don't get the chance, you don't get the shot. So hopefully I can take full advantage of it, and I'm pumped about seeing the things that we adapt and change because of what I saw and how I was influenced by what I was watching them. So it's going to be interesting to me for sure.
Man, that man's nose is crooked as hell, man. It's hard to it's hard to not focus on that nose, man. But Pete Carroll, a little bit longer, honey. Pete Carroll definitely what I like about him, right, is that he really every year he evaluates himself, right? And I've seen this in the USC days, even before he became a Seahawk. even at the USC days, he always tried to find a way to motivate his players and get the best out of them, right? And I think that 1 year off really helped him out a lot to kind of reevaluate himself and have a new perspective on how to coach and how to motivate. And he kind of did say that there, right? He kind of took a step back and kind of looked at, you know, is there new ways that I can motivate these players? Is there new ways that I can get the best out of these guys, right? And I'm excited for Pete Carroll to see what he's going to bring to the table and what kind of competitions, what kind of mentality he's going to bring to this team, because, you know, like I said, we haven't seen this in quite a while, right? And him being at 73 years old absolutely means nothing. We'll talk more about that. He says something very special that I want to share with you guys a little bit later. But let's acknowledge some of the chat before we get to the next clip, right? Let's see. Carroll has been a winner. Yeah, definitely, man. And we're going to get into some of the stuff he did say. Oh, don't bring it back, Ben. Bad. Knock on wood if you're with me. We're not doing it. I'm sorry. We're definitely not doing it, man. But shout out to Rick Rock. Yep, clear his head for a new generation to motivate and mold into champion players. I think that year off was like excellent for him. I think it was a perfect time. And the Raiders kind of struck while the iron was hot in sort of a way, right? We're definitely going to see something special from Pete Carroll and this team this year. I really got him winning 10 games this year for sure. I said that at the beginning. Pete will bring a new way of coaching. Yeah, he's always improving himself, right? He's very anti Josh McDaniels, anti Bill Belichick type of, you know, it's my way or the highway. I'm doing it this way because it's worked for so many years. No, he's always trying to evolve and become a better coach and a better him, right? And that's what I really like about Pete Carroll. He really does. He's really special in that sort of way, right? I would love to play for a coach like Pete Carroll. Let's see. Let's check out the next one, y'all.
How optimistic are you that the young guys, very relatively young team, how optimistic are you that they'll be able to pick up what they did in OTAs and mandatory minicamp and be able to understand this NFL game quickly and be able to contribute?
Well, we're going to have to wait and see. You know, I mean, I could be really optimistic and say, hey, it's going to be great. But they got to get through the hitting and the rigors of camp and playing against guys that are older and bigger and stronger than they've been, you know, in the past. However, you know, I've always been in favor of playing young guys. I've been playing freshmen and rookies for a long time, and I believe if you do it well and you plot out and plan how you play them and what you expect them to, you know, to be asked to do, then if you do it well, then they can contribute early and they can contribute by midseason. You have guys that have been playing the game, and now you have your depth chart has changed. Your opportunity to rest guys and mix your rotations can get accelerated. I'm not afraid to play the young guys, and I really documented that a long time ago, and so they're on. They better be ready. They got to go. We're putting them in there.
Man, I love to hear that, man. I love to hear it, especially because, you know, we've heard a lot about Dante Thornton Jr. We heard a lot about, you know, Darian Porter on the other side on the defense, right? We heard some things. He said some things about him in the press conference as well. You know, Jack Besh as well. Of course, we're going to see Ashton Genty. This dude is special, right? But, you know, having these guys, giving these guys a legit shot to show that they can be starters only empowers them and brings, you know, something special to this team, right? It's almost, like I said, I keep bringing up, and I hate to keep, you know, bringing this dude up, but, you know, Josh McDaniels, to where we saw him kind of stash these youngsters. Oh, they're not ready yet. You know, the playbook is so complicated that they can't go see the field. They can't go at 100% and know what's going on with my philosophy, right? Pete Carroll seems to be doing the opposite of that. And I think in this day and age, that's how you win football games. Getting those youngsters good to go, and then those veterans, like you said, at least we know that we can really kind of rotate some guys in, and there's really no fall off at the very least. So I'm excited. And if we do get some rookie starters out here and have some special players out there, that'd be even better, right? I'm excited. Let's check out the next one, man. Let's see. Let's check it out, y'all.
Let me just keep going. I'm fired up about the back end. We're really athletic. We're really fast, and we're big. And it's an impressive looking group. I can't remember ever having a group that looks more impressive than this group. My guys will be pissed at me that I said that up north, the old guys. But it's the truth. These guys are big and fast and really hungry to make a mark and all. And how we blend that together is what a defensive coordinator, defensive coach dreams about. And this is going to be an exciting challenge for us.
Yeah, you guys heard it right there. So Pete Carroll talking about the athleticism of this team, the size, the athleticism. He's saying it's the best that he's coached, and that says a lot, right? Because he's coached some guys. He's coached some teams that have gone to the Super Bowl, have made deep runs in the playoffs. He's had a legendary defense under the Legion of Boom. So that says a lot of special things, guys. Now, like I said, I'm not ready to jump the gun. They got to deliver. They got to really execute, right? And this is a very young team, one of the younger teams in the NFL. So it's going to be a learning curve, guys. Stay patient, but be optimistic because they're in the right hands right now. I'm very optimistic, and I'm very excited for this season. And the fact that we got a very fast, athletic team, man, that brings a lot of promise, and that makes me even more excited, man. But how you guys feel about it, man? Let's check out some of the comments, right? Ben Bad says he's a professor of life, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. He always kept that strategic sight to himself. Yeah. This dude is a competitor. Every day he competes in one way or the other, man. That's what keeps him young. And that's why, he's going to be coaching into his mid-70s and beyond. And you're not going to see a fall off. He's a special guy as far as that goes, right? So I got 3 more clips with you guys, and let's check it out, man. Let's check this one out.
I think we've really got something to look forward to. Everybody should be pumped about it.
Coach, what intrigues?
Let me see. Let's play that again.
Obviously, most teams come out of training camp feeling pretty optimistic, but when throughout the process of training camp, how well are you able to gauge when you look at the past seasons with Seattle how good your football team's going to be, or do you don't really know until you get there?
It depends. When you have known facts and factors, you're bringing guys back that you've had for 3 or 4 years, then you have a better sense for what level you're at. We're in a newer level of this, and we're in entry level, really, figuring everybody out. But the guys that we've chosen, the guys that we'll continue to bring in to push everybody through the competition. This competition thing we're talking about is real. You'll see us. We'll continue to be very active in making this as competitive a camp as we possibly can. So I think that we, I think we've really got something to look forward to. Everybody should be pumped about it.
Coach, what intrigues?
Hey, I'm pumped too, man. But he's also saying in this that, hey, there's a learning curve. We gotta have to, we gotta have some patience for these youngsters, but there's a lot to be excited about. And he said it perfectly, right? But here's this next one right here, guys, that is gonna really get you guys hyped up. Let's hear what Pete Carroll has to say about expectations this season.
I have a sense of urgency when it comes to competing right away, just as a team here. What do you think would constitute success for you guys this season?
Oh, we got to win a ton. We got to win a bunch of games. There ain't nothing. I can't even imagine anything. I've been winning 10 games a year for 20 years or something. I mean, what are my expectations? We're going to win a bunch, and I don't care. Who hears that? I mean, it doesn't matter to me. It ain't about what anybody hears. It's about what we do, and so. That's why our expectations are really high. The standards need to be so that the expectations can be met. We'll see what happens. I wish I could guarantee it to you, but I can't even think of what else it could be other than being really successful.
Yo, this man said 10 or better. This man said 10 or better, y'all. Pete Carroll is expecting 10 wins this year. So, Nation, 55 in the chat, everybody that's here, expect 10 wins this year. I already expected. We went through the season breakdown. We looked at every game, and there's no way, considering what we got on the field, defense-wise, considering what we have, with these youngsters, Geno Smith, back with Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, the way his offenses ran, and just, having a fresh start, there's no way that these Raiders can't win 10 games, man. Let me hear what you think about it. I think the Raiders are going to go 10-7, and we'll be seeing them in the playoffs. I'm sticking with it because Pete Carroll says so. Let me hear it, man. Let me hear it. Alec M says, no doubt. Matt Marinovich says 10-7, baby. I love it. Low Life Rev says, let's go. I love it, man. Ben Bad says, I expect 12. Hell yeah. Why not? Why not? Hey, Pete Carroll said it himself, man. The expectations are high. He's used to winning 10 games or more. He's been doing it since USC. He won 10-plus games at USC. He's won national titles. He went to the Seahawks. He won a Super Bowl in Seattle, where it was like a wasteland in Seattle before he got there, right? That wasn't really known. Kind of, it was known for some football. They had some spurts, right? They made it to the Super Bowl in 2006 and played the Steelers. But the brand and the name, the Seahawks, the 12th man, everything that you know today about the Seahawks changed. The course changed when Pete Carroll got there. Pete Carroll is going to change the culture for the Raiders. I promise you that one, man. You guys got to get hyped for this. He's expecting 10 wins this year, and I agree. I think it's going to be 10, and we're going to see some special things for him. Let me see. Matt Marinovich says Pete, Chip, and Gino will get us wins. Absolutely. I'm expecting 10 wins this year. It's going to be a fun season this year. Way funner than last year. Last year was rough, man. Alec M says 11 wins. Book it. Guys, let me hear in the chat, man. Let me hear in the chat. How many wins do you think the Raiders are going to get? Pete Carroll says 10 or more. So anything less than that, you guys are wrong. Let me hear in the chat. Let me hear what you think about Pete Carroll, and let me hear what you think about how many wins the Raiders are going to get this season, man. Rick Rock says, bring it on. Ant says, 12-win team, book it. I love it, man. I love it. Ant is speaking the gospel right now, man. Mondo Ray says, just win, baby. That's all that really matters. I feel you on that one. I feel you. Ben Bad says 12. All right. I'm sticking with my 10. We'll see how the season goes. I might jump it up to 11. You never know. But Pete Carroll, man, his expectation is 10. He wants to win right now. This isn't a retirement, Twilight tour for him. He's definitely trying to win some football games, man. He wants to win a ton of games. That's what he says, man. One more from Pete Carroll. And just in case, the naysayers are saying, well, he's 73 years old. Let's hear what Pete Carroll has to say about that.
Not crazy to me. I've been this way the whole time.
But, we see you running around out there, and having so much energy. How do you feel entering this training camp?
Oh, I'm in good shape now. I'm ready. I am razor sharp.
You spoke about the difficulty of you spoke about
razor sharp. Look out. I love it, man. So that's Pete Carroll. That was the press conference, man. He said some really insightful things, really special things about this team. Got us hyped up and a lot to look forward to, man. What do you think about Pete Carroll and the presser today? What kind of grade do you give it? I give it an A+ presser. I don't know. I was hyped after listening to it. Had to share it with you guys. I'm sure you guys heard it as well, but had to recap it and give you my reactions. Let me hear what you guys think about Pete Carroll. And what do you guys think about him saying 10 or more is his expectations? He's trying to win right now. I got to hear it, man. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. We got Ben Bad says 17's my high, 12's my low. Book it. I love it, man. I love it. I love it, man. 17. I love it. 10-7, I wouldn't be mad. None of us would, man. None of us would. Big Ben Bad says go big or go home. I feel that, bro. I feel that. Alec M, yeah, you already know. You already know. Experience for a coach and a quarterback is a factor in success, no doubt. No doubt. I agree with you, man. Low Life Rev says the season needs to get here already, man. I'm so excited for some preseason ball, man. We're about 2 weeks away, 2+ weeks. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. It's around the corner. Man, I'm excited. Rick Rock says 13. Okay. I feel it. I feel it. Pete's like me, old, but didn't forget he's got a kid inside. Yeah, man, for real. For real. He's young at heart, man. That's what I love about Pete Carroll, man. He's always been like that. Ready to roll, son. Yeah, me too, man. Let me see. We've been suffering for a long time. Pete Carroll giving me a little hope last season was diabolical. Yeah, man. Hey, we're here for some hopium, man. I hope you brought a cup because we got plenty of it right here, man. I'm excited, and that's all you're going to hear, man, until proven otherwise, man, because I can't imagine a scenario where this team struggles under Pete Carroll, man. This guy got this team locked in. His energy is contagious, right? I'm excited. Yeah, I'm not even out there on the field with him. I can just only imagine being in a meeting room, being in that locker room, being in the weight room with Pete Carroll, man. Could you imagine? Like, I'm excited, and I'm not even strapped in with a helmet and shoulder pads and things like that, man. So you can only imagine. I'm excited, man. Shout out to Alec M. Says, excellent presser. Yeah, I agree. Lecky T says, Lucky Tassi, like your life depended on it, man. Hey, throw him in a goal line situation and give him the damn ball. Hey, have him at running back and then have Pegues being a lead blocker. Why not? Why not? I love it, man. I love it. But, guys, that's all I got. We're an hour in. We got 56 in the building. Got a couple of things that we got to go over, man. If you guys want to be a member of the Big Mike Raider fleet, go ahead and check out the link at the top. Man, that's the best way to support what we got going on over here at Big Mike Raider Channel, man. Go ahead and show some love and become a member, man. And also, like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Hey, we're trying to get to 3K by the time the season starts. Show some love and hit that thumbs up. Get some likes up, and make sure you share it with your folks, man. We're trying to make these numbers grow and get this channel rolling, man. Final words from everybody. Let me hear what you guys have to say. Nothing like ODing on the hopium, man. That's what we do here, man. Lecky T, great show, man. I appreciate you, man. Let me see. I'm sure Max super pumped right now. Yeah, me. Yeah, I can only imagine, man. Mondo Reyes says that content. Big Mike Raider. You already know, man. You already know. Rick Rock, plenty of Raider juice to go around, man. Yeah. Hey. That's what we doing around here, man. Let me see. Ben Bass says, thank you, Big Mike. Appreciate you. Stay blessed out there, man. Thanks for popping in, showing love, showing support the whole show, Ben Bad. I appreciate you, man. And Orlando Padilla with the Go Raiders, man. I appreciate you. And then Ant, I'll say it one more time. That content. Low Life Rev, man. I appreciate you guys. But that's it for me, man. I'll be back soon. Stay tuned. Pretty soon, just keep an eye out. Me and Graf are going to be doing a weekly show. Go ahead and check that one out and show some love when you get there, man. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys be safe. Stay blessed. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Your light illuminates their imperfections, hence their attempts to dull your shine. Light 'em up.
They threw dirt on my name and flowers grew right out the brown soil. My vision's clear as glass, the robe is purple satin plus the crown's royal. Allow me to give you a demonstration. Holding your breath waiting for me to fail only brings hyperventilation. See, I'm a soldier that's ready for any situation. So me and life double dated my trials and tribulations. Won't be remembered for not speaking out. I Google map my whole approach, so I chose not to take the peaceful route. I promise I can't make this shit up. I shed a tear then used the mic stand to hold my chin up. They plot and strategize on different ways to make me give up. That's easier said than done, like a woman that's 9 months pregnant doing sit-ups. Yeah, I read the book of life, defeat was never in my story. Just brutal fights on the battlefield is bloody and gory. Showing off is a fool's idea of glory. Call me foolish, then in the clutch I make them drop like I was Robert Ory. See, in this world you gotta sink or swim. Boy, I'm a legend. When I die my presence never will be felt again. This greatness rare, but see I kept it in. Isolation in the demons, guardian angels been my only friend. I've been at war with myself in silence. Had a mental malfunction, forced to go into hiding. For powerless like
right now, cause then you gonna understand. Whoever get in my way, I'ma dog walk their ass.